What's up, everybody? Today I'm here to give y'all a little walkthrough and demo of a new website I just created called Best Markdown Editor. So we go to bestmarkdowneditor.com. You see we got a little plus sign over here. It says we can install it. And yeah, let's go ahead and click the install button. Now we can see we have our web app in its own little program. We can close all of this stuff out here and open it up. And you can download it to your desktop like this, or you can do it in the web browser. Totally up to you, but it does have that ability. So I already have an account created, so I'm going to log in with my account. And we can see here we got a pretty simple interface. Up here in the corner, we can edit our settings, we can edit our username, or we can drag and drop a new profile and save those changes if you want to mess with your settings. One thing as of right now, I don't have a crop tool built in for images, so if you do upload an image that you want, this is the only place you're going to see it. You just need to make sure it's a square image, or it'll look a little bit janky if it's not a square. But we have all of my files that I've created here, and we can add new files. We can exit out on something and delete it. So let's just add a test file. We'll call it testing and hit create, and we are in the interface. We have the name right here, so we can come up and rename it to testing 123. If we were to go back home, we got testing 123 now. And yeah, all of your Markdown is able to be previewed. So we can come in here. And we can see all of our Markdown stuff. If you want to add images, say we want to add a little banner images, we can come up here to upload image, and we can just select a banner right from our files, and it's going to upload that to a cloud database and give us a URL for that image, and it's going to paste the image tag in there for us, which is really nice. Every change that you make, so once you create a new file, we've got this testing 123 file in our database now, and every change that you make in here gets automatically saved to that database, so you don't ever have to worry about losing your work. Everything that you do is saved right from the get-go. And yeah, it's got other little things so where you can add links and add little code chunks in here. We can fix this up. We can just do console.log. Hello world. And you see that we have syntax highlighting in here as well. If you want to turn off the split screen, you just click this little button up here, and then this toggles back and forth between your editing and your screen view. It works really well in tablet view as well. I typically have things in tablet mode quite a lot. And another really cool thing is we got our Markdown file here. We can go and we can export as Markdown file, and it's gonna name it. I create a slug for each title name, and I use that as the URL link. So whenever you create a file or you rename a file, it creates a page that's basically the slugified version of your title. So everything's lowercase, all the spaces are replaced with dashes, and all the punctuation in your title is removed to create that slug. And we just throw that .md on the end, and we could, yes, literally save it anywhere here on our computer. Which I think is pretty neat, and it's a PWA, and you can see that I'm using the desktop version um, of my PWA, and right now, since I have the Grammarly extension installed in the browser that I downloaded this PWA from, this is like technically a borderless Brave browser right now. So it's able to pick up, and I can come in here and I can look at Grammarly and see all the things that I need to write. So apparently this has an unclear intent. But yeah, it's really nice that you can work and save all your stuff and keep track of everything in here. And you can even use this as a desktop app to and use that Grammarly extension to help you proofread your stuff. I know Grammarly saves my life a lot. And one thing that I really wanted to make sure that I had was able to use Grammarly. Because yeah, before I was writing everything, all of my Markdown in VS Code, and I have a spell checker in there, but it just kind of, checks generic spelling of words. And, I'd go and I'd post it into the dev Markdown editor to like add my new blogs, and I'd have Grammarly in there, so I would just go through Grammarly. And I love dev. It's got such an amazing community, and I love put my blogs there. But I do feel like the Markdown editor in the preview system was a little bit lackluster, which was why I was starting everything in VS Code in the first place. And it's really nice to be able to view everything as you're typing along. And just like Dev, it has the ability to upload images and get pictures and tags here in your Markdown pretty easily. But yeah, if y'all guys want to test it out, let me know what you think, and I'll share the link to this website and to the open source repository that I made with it. I built the whole thing in TypeScript, used Express connects, and GraphQL. I used the Apollo client on the back end, and then on the front end, it's just a vanilla React app. React router using Apollo to handle all of my state from the database and connecting to there. And Sriracha UI is a style library I built. I use that style library to build this whole thing out and make it look the way that it does. I use Font Awesome for the icons. But yeah, it's not incredibly complicated at all. You can get rid of this test file. And yeah, well, everything works, and yeah, pretty proud of it. So yeah, let me know what you think, and if you want to contribute at all, just let me know. I got some ideas on what I want to do next with it. I'll take it easy. Cheers.